When we talk about Tata, the first thing that comes to mind is trust, quality, and vision. This is the group that built India's first steel plant, introduced five-star hospital to the country, launched India's first IT service company, and even turned salt into a brand. But there is a one story that truly defined Tata's ambition, the story of Tata Motor and India's first indigenously developed car, the Tata Indica. When the Tata Indica was launched in 1998, it didn't meet customer expectations and sales started to fall. Tata Motors recorded a total loss of 500 crores in the financial year 2000 to 2001. The situation was so bad that Ratan Tata decided to sell the company's passenger car business to Ford. But what happened next became one of the greatest comeback in India's automotive history. So how did Ratan Tata turn failure into success and lay the foundation for Tata's passenger car business? Before we dive into this incredible story, let me be honest with you. A lot of people watch my videos but don't subscribe to my channel. I know it might sound cheap to ask, but that's a YouTube box, man. My dream is to make this India's biggest storytelling channel, and all I need is your support. So if you enjoy this kind of content, hit that subscribe button. It really helps. In 1945, Tata Motors was born, but it wasn't called Tata Motors back then. It started as Telco, Tata Engineering and Locomotive Company, and as the name suggests, it made locomotive, not cars. For decades, Telco was known for building trucks, buses, and heavy vehicles, mostly for Indian Army and industries. They were experts in engineering, but the company had zero experience in making passenger cars. Then came Ratan Tata, a man with a vision that many thought was too ambitious for India at that time. He wanted to create something India could call its own, a car designed, engineered, and built entirely in India. In the late 1990s, the Tata Group invested 1,700 crore into this project. When the Tata Indica was launched in 1998 with the slogan "More car per car," it created huge excitement and a record-breaking initial sales. But soon, the car failed to meet customer expectation. Customers who once praised the Indica were now lining up with complaints. People said the car was too noisy, the engine performance wasn't smooth, and even the simple things like rolling down the windows became a problem. What started as a wave of excitement quickly turned into a wave of frustration. The media called it a disaster, competitors mocked it. Word of mouth, the same thing that made Indica a hype, now started destroying its image. Within a year, Indica sales crashed. Experts called the Indica a failure and said Tata Motors' dream of entering the passenger car market was a huge mistake. At one point, things got so bad that Ratan Tata decided to sell Tata's passenger car division to Ford. In 1999, Ford officials came to Mumbai and held talk with the Tata Group. Later, Ratan Tata met Bill Ford, the chairman of the company, in Detroit. Bill Ford spoke in a condescending tone and humiliated Mr. Tata by saying, "You don't know anything. Why did you even start the passenger car business?" One of the Ford's associates even said they were doing Tata a favor by buying the business. But later, the deal fell through. Those words hit Ratan Tata hard. On his flight back to India, he said very few words. Soon after, he called an emergency internal meeting at the Taj President Hotel in Mumbai. Ratan Tata asked his senior team to speak openly about what went wrong. Many admitted their mistakes. They were disappointed but not broken. Deep down, there was a still hope and determination to fix things. Ratan Tata then shifted the focus from blaming to solving. The team listed everything that needed improvement, even if it meant changing the car's basic design. The Tata Motors soon launched massive retrofit camps where 45,000 Indica cars were repaired for free, replacing 40 to 40 parts. Senior managers personally met angry customers across the India, listened to their complaints and fixed their issues. Everyone knew that both pride and survival were on the line. Under Ratan Tata's leadership, the team worked at Formula 1 speed. Within a month, they fixed the design flaws, improved performance and built a stronger version, the Indica V2. By 2001, the Indica V2 hit the market. better, tougher, and ready for a comeback. The Indica V2 became a massive success. It made history by selling 1 lakh cars in less than 18 months, became the fastest selling car in India at that time. Even during the economic slowdown in 2001, Tata Indica's sales grew by 46%. While the most global car brands saw only single digit growth, Tata Motors market share crossed 20% during 2001 to 2, a huge achievement for a company that had recently faced losses. But the success wasn't about the numbers. The recognition started pouring in. The respected JD Power study showed a dramatic raise in Indica V2's rating. The Indica diesel was even ranked best in operating cost, beating the legendary Maruti 800. And to top it off, BBC Wheels named the Indica the best car in 3 to 5 lakh price range. What started as a story of failure had now become a story of innovation, resilience, and pride. The Indica V2 proved that with determination and the smart strategy, even a struggling company can rewrite its destiny. The success of the Indica V2 gave Tata Motors something priceless, that is confidence. They realized that they could not only build for India but also compete globally. Over the next few years, Tata Motors expanded, launched new models, and even started exporting cars to the other countries. And at the center of it was all Ratan Tata, quietly pushing India's industrial boundaries, proving that Indian engineering could stand tall with world's best. But destiny has one more twist waiting. Fast forward to 2008, the world was changing, and this time Ford was the one struggling. Their luxury brand Jaguar and Land Rover were bleeding money. They needed a buyer. And guess who stepped in? Tata Motors. The same Ratan Tata who once left their boardroom humiliated and now being welcomed with respect. Ford executive told him, "You are doing us a big favor by buying these brands." In a deal with $2.3 billion, Tata Motors acquired Jaguar and Land Rover. It was poetic justice, but Ratan Tata wasn't seeking revenge. He was simply doing what he always did, building with dignity and purpose. Ratan Tata didn't just build companies, he built trust. He showed the world that you can be sharp industrialist and a kind human being at the same time. He wasn't just a businessman, he was a legend who inspired millions to dream big, act with integrity, and always put people before profit. Because in the end, success fades, but goodness and legacy never do. If you enjoyed this story and wanted to learn more from legendary business leaders like Ratan Tata, make sure you like this video and hit the subscribe button. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.